A young woman named Clara, an aspiring photographer, discovers the station while exploring the outskirts of town. Intrigued by its eerie charm, she decides to capture some shots for her portfolio. As she sets up her camera, a faint voice calls her name. She looks around, but there's no one there. Dismissing it as her imagination, she begins taking pictures. When reviewing the photos on her camera, she notices a shadowy figure in the background, a man standing on the platform, staring directly at her. As Clara investigates, she hears the faint rumble of a train. To her surprise, an old rusty train suddenly pulls into the station, despite it being abandoned for decades. The doors open with a screech, revealing a dimly lit interior. Against her better judgment, curiosity drives her to step aboard. Inside, the train is filled with passengers dressed in clothing from the 1920s. They sit unnaturally still, their faces pale and emotionless. Clara tries to ask where the train is going, but no one responds. The only sound is the rhythmic clatter of the train on the tracks. As she walks through the carriages, Clara feels an overwhelming sense of being watched. She catches glimpses of the shadowy figure from her photos, always just out of reach. Desperately, she tries to leave, but the train's doors won't budge and the windows show only endless darkness outside. Suddenly, an old newspaper flutters onto her lap. The headline reads, "Train disaster claims 45 lives, January 13, 1923. Beneath it is a group photo of the passengers, each face matching the lifeless people around her. And there, at the edge of the photo, is the shadowy figure. Clara realizes she's not just a witness, she's becoming part of the story. The train jolts to a stop and the shadowy figure approaches her. Its voice is cold and hollow.
"You took our picture. Now you're one of us."
Clara screams as the train fades into darkness.